Hey everybody, Marquise here, and welcome back to my channel. In case you had no idea what's going on right now, this month actually makes 13 years of the Anime Alliance, and on social media, on Patreon, and now right here on YouTube, we are doing tons of different things to celebrate it. Starting today with a special interview with some really special friends of the show. We actually had the chance to sit down with the creators of the new upcoming live action anime series My Neck, premiering very soon on Amazon Prime. It was a really, amazing interview where I got to actually meet these guys for the first time and have a good discussion about, being creators and, how, the kind of trials and tribulations that kind of come from making a live action anime web series and what that comes with and, the fun that kind of comes from that. So, it's a really amazing and awesome discussion. So I hope you guys like it. But without further ado, let's get into the interview with the creators of My Neck. All right, so hey everyone, I'm Marquise. Welcome back to my channel for another video. I am here today with some special guests of mine who are actually friends of the show. They are doing their own live action anime series, and as celebration of our 13 years doing Anime Alliance, we wanted to be able to kind of put the spotlight on other people before it changed. So, you guys want to introduce yourself? I don't know who wants to go first as far as introducing themselves, or this series, or however you want to do it. But yeah, let's go for it.
I guess I'll start. I'm Joseph Springer or Joey Springer. I am the creator, director, producer, writer of the live action anime styled series My Neck. Um, yeah, we did the thing. The thing's coming out September 24th, 2021. So in about 18 days or so. With me, I have two of the main cast who made it happen. We couldn't have done it without both Weston and Marcus, if they want to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Weston Young, and I play Net Kid in My Neck.
And hi, my name is Marcus Thompson Jr., and I play Elitist Neck in the series My Neck.
Awesome. So, guys, basically, it's really awesome you guys are even starting in September because, we got the Anime Alliance started around September 29th. So, how you guys feeling now, just, getting close to the release and, how you guys feeling about how the reception is going to be, how excited are you? Where are you guys at right now?
Man, the anticipation is high. Just very excited to see this and very, I mean, when you think about the journey that it took for us to get to today, it brings back a whole ton of memories. It's been good, going down memory lane and just thinking about the experience of filming it. So yeah, it just helped build that anticipation of waiting to get to, the date where we can all see the culmination of what we did together, over the summer.
Yeah, it's a little unreal to, like you said, walk down memory lane of all the stuff we shot. Like, what was it, 3-4 months of shooting? And I forgot. So many things just left my head after we filmed, and I went on to do other things, and life happened, and now seeing the trailers and clips of the episodes, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot we even shot that.
Yeah, it happens a lot. You're like condensing down like like 4 months of like like laughter and like hard times and rough times all condensed down sometimes into like just like 10 minutes and then being like, here you go, world, hopefully you like it.
Yeah. Especially the what was it, the opening of the episodes. There were so many little clips where Joey just had the camera rolling and we were just either having conversations or just acting like morons, mostly me acting like a moron. And then I'm like, oh, you were recording that? Dang it.
It's always like capture that vibe on camera that is always the best because then people just like really like feel that when they watch the episode.
Yeah.
Like I like there's a trailer you guys put out for My Neck, whatever, and like there's not even like audio in it. So it just music you guys like, in the clips kind of get everyone excited or whatever. And like just the vibes of how you guys are like filming that, the episodes or whatever. I didn't even know what was going on yet, and I was like, yeah, they have fun making this. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, it's really surreal. We talked about before we started recording how the three of us, Weston, Marcus, and I, have not seen each other or really spoken to each other, face to face like this since filming. And so I've been editing this thing for like the past almost 2 years, and like it doesn't feel like that for me because I've been looking at your guys' face for like the longest time. So it's like it just doesn't feel like that at all for on my end of things.
Yeah, from like a directorial standpoint, I totally get what you mean because like I feel like episode one's always the hardest because the one you want to get out there and be the most like impactful when it comes out, So like spending the most time on it is probably like out of all episodes you're gonna be spending a lot of time on. It's gonna be like part one's always gonna be like, okay, the introduction's gonna be good. I gotta come with a bang. I make people laugh here. Hopefully it works, and then like then you're just gonna like on pins and needles on premiere night where like everyone's like, yeah, I'm excited, but if you're the director, you're like, okay. Just don't see where I messed up there. Don't see where I messed up there. So it could be really wild.
Mm.
I wanted to ask, like, like as far as the concept goes for like the series, whatever, like, the whole idea of like, NECAs going around, like having their power being, actually like stabbing it back in the neck. Like, where did that even come from? As far as an idea, was it like a group idea, or was it just like, making Joey alone?
Yeah, so the idea for My Neck actually came from an inside joke between myself and a couple of really close friends of mine. And we had this inside, well, it's not really an inside joke because like necking has been like, apparently many people know about it and have been doing it since like the longest time. But when it fell out of popularity, me and my friends were still running around doing it. And so me and two of my closest friends, we came up with like this mock idea of like what that could look like as an anime. So we jokingly came up with different ideas for it. And so my ridiculous self was like, well, let's take this idea and like actually formulate it into an actual story and see what happens. And then I wrote the script and fell in love with it. And now it's coming out September 24th. It's a joke that went a little too far.
I mean, like the best ideas start that way. The Anime Alliance started from the standpoint of like, it was me and my best friend at the time. We were at school, and like we had like a paper ball and like and something like confetti, like a little string thing, or whatever. And we were reenacting the Naruto and Sasuke clash or whatever, like at the school. And then we decided, hey, like what if we get in the FX program and actually make a show out of it? And then here we are, 13 years later.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's always
It's funny
like,
when
the dumbest thing to happen.
yeah, it's funny when we did the auditions. I got the script or I saw the posting online for anime style show web series, and reading the script, I was like, really? This is, huh? And I was like, I guess I could do this. That sounds fun. It sounded fun. The script was really fun. But I had no idea what it was supposed to look like or anything. And I knew anime, but I had no idea what Joey's vision was for it. So the initial audition was like, I was totally blind as to expectations, but we got there.
Is the series meant to be like an action comedy, or is it meant to be like serious in certain parts later on within the season?
Yeah, so it's mostly a very lighthearted show. think of like Naruto, where it's very silly in some areas, but really heartfelt and serious. It just combines all that, like you would see in no serious kind of anime. So if you think of like Fairy Tale or Hunter x Hunter or Naruto, those kind of things.
So very like wholesome. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very yes, absolutely.
I mean, honestly, with right now, those kind of vibes are very needed in these very troubling times.
Right.
With the script being lighthearted, the way the script was written and the style and the genre where I knew it was coming from, I kind of made a decision to play elitist. I kind of made a decision to play him dramatic. So I kind of took him outside the narrative and made him like I don't know what the word is, but I kind of played him serious. I played him very stern and very opposite of the tone of the script to try to give that contrast. Just and based off of all the anime that I grew up with, and all the series I've ever watched, there was always a character who was really straight, and everyone else was allowed to be animated. So
Yeah.
I made a conscious decision to make him that polarized, like grounded character, because I knew the world was so quirky and upbeat and fun. So I don't know if that worked. Yeah.
I feel like every series when you have like a bunch of the comedic characters, like at least a straight man. So that way, like they can kind of want to be the audience, being like, "This is a really weird show" and everything, and then they kind of relate to you, and then so that makes the things even more funnier because like that even people in that universe know it's ridiculous, so
Yeah.
it's even funnier.
It made so many of Net Kids antics, like the joke really land when I'm doing something ridiculous and you're like, yeah, you are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like whenever my character like fights anybody and everything, usually the villains are definitely the straight men being like who's this weird kid who can like stretch? So it ends up helping a lot with like like kind of the vibes that everyone is even though it's a serious scene, it's still kind of like like lighthearted and kind of funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, I am extremely excited for the world to see the dynamics between Neck Kid, Elitist Neck, and Neck Ninja. That is by far my favorite part of this whole thing. I'm not going to spoil anything or say anything more than what's already out there, but the dynamics between the three of them are it's truly incredible to watch. Yeah, that's as much as I'll say about that.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what people say. As Marcus was saying, he's very much the grounded character in all of this. Whereas Neck Ninja and Elitist Neck are more on the quirkier sides. Neck Ninja not so much, but Neck kind of gets her to that point. So they have a really fun dynamic. And with Marcus's character being like the Kakashi of it all, it's very, very fun to see how it all plays out.
Like I know maybe like a little bit too soon, but like what would you say is the future of the show? Should it be a big success, and would there be like a part two? Would there be a new series completely? Where you try a different project? Like where is your mind at now as you're getting close to the premiere, as far as the future goes?
That's up to you guys. You guys tell me when you see it. Well, you let me know, and we'll go from there. We'll have talks and or lack thereof. We'll see. We'll see. With that said, though, on a serious note, there, after putting it all together and seeing it from beginning, middle to end, I personally would absolutely love to do a season 2 if that were an option. No hesitation about it. By far, this was my most favorite project to work on, and with my favorite cast and crew. The actors, the crew, it just it's a very wholesome project, not just in terms of what it is, but the moments we had on set. It was very much like a family coming together to make this happen, and a very endearing experience. So if I could replicate that and do it all over again for a season 2, I'd love, I'd very much love that. But it's up to the audience. So we'll see what everyone thinks.
I know right now
Yeah.
we have a lot of viewers who like love like this kind of stuff that we do, which is like like bring these projects to life and make live action animes and that kind of thing. I want to ask all three of you like if you have like any advice for like those people who want to like get into acting or get into like making their own projects or whatever, like what would you say to that person right now who's like at their couch right now being like, I want to make my own anime life, my own mind neck, my own whatever I want to do, I want to.
What was that famous quote by Sheila Buff? There, just do it. There we go. There we go.
It's
That's
true.
It's true. Yeah, yeah. I would say anyone who wants to literally do any kind of thing, whether it's art or a hobby like playing music or anything, the best thing to do is do it. Just get out there and do it. You'll probably be bad at it. You might be bad at it. You might be a prodigy. You never know, but you never know. You kind of just have to go out there and do it.
Yeah.
You could just be like that kid, just be instant, perfect at it. But yeah.
Or you could be like Marquise and be absolutely terrible at first and kind of get up there.
No, but yeah, absolutely. It's just instead of just thinking about like all the stuff you want to do, find it, just start doing. Find any opportunity you can. Whether it's, if you want to act and there's no film happening, find a little theater, find your friend with a camera, and start shooting stuff. I think that's how Joey and his channel got started. Just his friends shooting stuff. Anything they could think of, and stuff sticks and stuff doesn't, and you keep going. And you love it. You do it because you love it.
Absolutely.
My most valuable piece of advice to anyone thinking about or going into acting is train, and train some more. If you're a naturally talented entertainer or actor, don't rely on your talent. Train, hone those skills. Just like a professional athlete, just like any high level profession, you have to train. And then you will find yourself starting to separate from other people who say that they want to act or are actors. Because once you start training and once you start leveling up, you'll start to see the separation in yourself, and you'll start to see that your limits aren't where you thought they were, but you have to push yourself to those limits and push beyond them. And like what Wes was saying, if you don't have the ability where you are to get into a production, or if there aren't any plays in season, you can always train, read scripts, do scene work, just work on your craft and work on it every single day.
Yeah, I really agree with Marcus because I feel like I saw a quote a long time ago from the guy who actually plays Krillin in Dragon Ball. And he was saying like one thing that helps him like when it comes to like wanting to be a voice actor or actor in general is that he just goes around and just reads everything, like reads billboards, like lotion bottles, whatever. He's just kind of like get used to acting. So in my opinion, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like if you really want to be able to go out of your way and act and do whatever you want to do, whatever, just like getting any kind of experience, even just like you sitting in front of your mirror and being like, hey, I'm this or whatever, or like trying to like imitate something, like all that ends up trickling down to being some kind of experience that'll probably help you later on. You're in an audition, you gotta dig deep, find some kind of like really dumb, mundane thing that can kind of like you can bring out and then entertain people. Because ultimately, like if you're doing it because you love it, whatever, that's the important thing. Because what we do because we want to make people laugh or enjoy something or be entertained, And so like when we see people come up to us and say, "Oh my God, I love that," it's a really genuine experience. We wanted you to have that experience. We wanted you to feel good. It wasn't supposed to be about like oh, now you become cool and everything, and I'll go steer your head. It's more as a matter of like, hey, like I really like busted my ass, working for like months on end to like make you entertained for like a good 20 to 10 minutes or whatever, And I feel like just as long as you're going out of your way to like really like do it for the right reasons, then you'll always be able to make it work, no matter how hard it is for when you're starting out. Because like the reality is that if you're only as good as when you start out, even if you start out perfect, whatever, then you aren't growing. So you have to kind of fail a little bit at the very beginning. So like just do it, and hopefully it'll work out for you.
Well said.
Yeah. Before we close out, I want to give everyone the chance to kind of like promote themselves and like do anything to kind of like boost whatever is going on. I know all three of you have been doing much different things since my Nick even got started. So, where you guys at, and who can find you?
I can go. I'm on Instagram at @the_Weston Young. That's my Twitter as well. Projects I got going on right now are I have the Boy Elroy shirt on for Turn Up the Night movie I'm doing right now.
Oh, cool.
I'm doing a web series called Paladin: The Brotherhood. Be on the lookout for
snap.
that. And movie that should be coming out fairly soon. I've not heard updates recently, but Goldenrod is a movie I'm really proud of. I shot at the end of 2020. So yeah, keep an eye out for all those and follow me on socials.
Oh snap, Weston fancy.
I'll go next. You can follow me at my all my addresses are the same. Just Marcus Thompson Jr. on Facebook, Marcus Thompson Jr. at Instagram. I'm actually starting a project tomorrow. I have to report to set. I'll be able to talk about that more soon, but I signed an NDA, so I'm not able to say much about it.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. And by the way, if you do have opportunity, do check out Paladin. I did watch that. Wes is brilliant in that. Yeah, he is. You're brilliant in that. Wes is the combat man. Anyway, yeah, he does this with the broadsword. Is it a broadsword? Wes?
Yeah, longsword. Yeah,
longsword. Yeah. Like he's not.
Yeah, I do the fight choreography on that as well as the lead as one of the lead actors.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, it is pretty dope. So I got that. I did a short film called Retribution, which made it to the finals of a film festival that was entered in.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Like I said, I just came to the Tampa area, so just looking to connect with more actors.
Yeah, we were both shocked about like wait, you're in Florida? Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I'll actually be performing. I'll be doing a stage read here in Tampa on October 17th. So I'll be putting out more information on that. So just really trying to just get opportunities as we are, trying to adjust to the new world that we live in.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been the same. And, when we try to get to a place where we think we're getting back to some normalcy, we just take 3 steps back. So, it's especially in our business, as in the entertainment industry, it's been really an adjustment of trying to figure out what our new directions are. Even the project I'm starting tomorrow, there's a whole lot of turmoil with trying to be compliant with COVID and trying to be compliant with the union. So, I'm riding the storm like everyone else.
Joey?
You got this. Oh yeah. You can follow me at Real Life Glitch Entertainment. That goes across Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and all the other. So TikTok, we're also on TikTok. You can expect to see my neck come out on September 24th in about 18 days. As far as anything beyond that, wait and find out. Stay tuned for more on that. I don't want to say anything beyond that, but just stay tuned.
And then folks can find it on YouTube and Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah. So the project will be exclusively on Amazon Prime Video. That's where the entirety of it will be up. As far as like trailers and stuff, that'll be just across our social media platforms. But yeah, that's where the entirety of the project will be. Beyond that, yeah, just stay tuned. That's really about it for that. I don't want to say too much. I'm looking forward to release and seeing the reception that, what people think about the whole thing, including the people who were on board of it. I'm very, very proud of everyone who was on board, especially these two. They did a phenomenal job. I can't give enough praise to these two on how much work, literal blood, sweat, and tears went into making this happen.
Literally.
Literally.
Just like
A little bit.
I'm not even part of it, and I feel like I'm proud of all of you. Yeah, I wish you all.
Yeah,
the best.
we totally have to collaborate on something in the future. Especially you, I would love to see something with you and Marcus if you guys are in the same area.
That's true.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure collaboration like is inbound very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Actually, I think you were one of the first ones. When I first got here, I put out something about my neck, and I think you were like one of the first people to say welcome to the world of live action anime.
Mm.
I know it's the first, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad now because it sounds really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I'm always welcoming of people who are trying to get into it because I know like it's not always the easiest road to do anything, let alone live action anime. Because like it's always a niche in its own right, let alone being you know a kind of like a smaller project when it's already kind of saturated now because everyone wants to do it, you know. So anyone who wants to like get in there and also like do their own original idea, I'm always supporting, you know, because I know how hard it's gonna get out there. So and a little bit I can, you know, with the little bit of fame I have, you know, I want to be able to help, you know.
Very much appreciated.
No problem.
Where can we find you at?
Well,
I'm pretty sure they would love to. The world would also love to see Anime Alliance, especially these two. It's all in the same kind of realm of things.
as always, guys, you can find the Anime Alliance on YouTube at Lucky Central. You can also like, you know, follow us on Instagram at, you know, Lucky X101, which is who I am as an alias, but you can also find me on Twitter at Lucky X101 as well. If you want to go a step further and support the show and like, you know, on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/the Anime Alliance where you can get all kind of cool fun exclusives and behind the scenes content. But yeah, we have the Anime Alliance coming up pretty soon this fall because we have, you know, some new episodes coming up and, you know, a whole new season. So yeah, it's a lot of
Very
exciting stuff happening. Yeah, guys, thanks so much for even coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
An honor. This was an honor. It was an honor to meet you. It is an honor to meet you.
All right, guys, so we're signing off. Bye.
Alrighty.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, which helps us out immensely by helping us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Also, if you want to see all kinds of amazing and cool exclusives, make sure to head to our new merch store, the Anime Alliance store, and our Patreon at patreon.com/the Anime Alliance. See you soon. This is Lucky X out.